Parents try to keep their children focused on the actions of the Divine Liturgy at the front of the church, but it isn't easy. There's a lot to see. Does keep your eyes fixed on Jesus mean forget about the rest? The structure of the church building is important to our Byzantine Catholic experience. The church is divided into 3 sections: Holy of Holies, or the altar or sanctuary, the nave, or the main area, and thirdly, the vestibule, or narthex. Often the meaning of the third is overlooked and is seen as nothing more than a practicality. It is in the narthex that we greet the bishop, welcome a couple for their engagement ceremony, welcome the body of a deceased person for a funeral, and welcome other worshippers in general. In some parishes, vestibules, families may actually conduct a wake for the dead. Often newly baptized or newly married receive best wishes from others here. Here is the place for communication on various levels, from announcements of community events to people sharing a personal greeting. On the evening of certain feast days, we process to the narthex for prayers of petition. All of these uses of this space are uses for members of the parish itself. The uses come because of the space's connection to the nave and, in turn, to the altar. But the vestibule has 2 doors, one into the nave and the other into the world. The doors to the outside remind us of our obligation to carry the gospel to all. In his Lenten meeting with the clergy of the Diocese of Rome, Pope Benedict XVI called on parishes to create vestibules, that is, places which will draw others closer. He explained, "Someone who comes from afar cannot immediately enter into parish life, which already has its own practices. For such a person, everything is far removed from his own life." He reminds us that in the early church, those who were not baptized were restricted to this area to provide a gradual, gentle entrance into the community. The Pope calls on us to extend to these folks the Word and associate the Word with the witness of a just life, being for others, to all who need to have their hearts open. The idea of creating vestibules confirms our ongoing parish efforts to create stepping stones to a full faith-centered life by improving worship and prayer, proclamation of the gospel, service to others, and building community. While acknowledging the central place of the altar in our lives, let us also create vestibules, virtual as well as physical.